Hello, student business owners. Today I'm going to show you how to measure square footage to bid a property. One of the reasons it's helpful to be able to measure the square footage is that you can get an idea of how large this property is and what price you should potentially set for this property. It's also important to still drive by or go visit the property to look at other features that can't be measured using square footage. For example, the grass could be really tall, or maybe perhaps they've built something on the property that you can't see on a satellite map. So these are just another tool to help you measure square footage. This document you see here is something you have access to or you will have access to. It's something we have developed for pricing and bidding and the best practices we've found over the years. This link right here is the link that you will use to measure the square footage of the property you're trying to bid. And then these are the price ranges based on the square footage we would recommend. So if I go to this link, I can type in an address. I've put in my address just to use as an example. So you just put the address in this box here. I did put the full address with the city and state, so that is important. And I usually look at it in satellite version so that you can see where exactly is the house, where's the driveway, to compare. If you just looked at the map, you wouldn't really be able to see, oh, there's a driveway here, patio, etc. So satellite is best for viewing. You'll just click draw new area here, and that gives you access to start drawing lines. I like to start from the street where the driveway reaches, and I draw a line to the house, and I just outline the house. Now, you don't have to get it perfectly. So I obviously can't see where the trees are covering. It looks like there's some sort of patio here. Just overestimate a little bit. It's no problem if it's not perfect. Notice I'm not getting it exactly where the driveway begins, but just a rough outline of the property. Once it's all enclosed, you can see, okay, this is what part is being measured in square feet. And then it says it up here at the top. So this is a little more than 10,000 square feet, closer to 11,000 square feet. So if I go back to that sheet that you have access to, I see that it's a little more than 10,000 feet. So probably 45 would be a good bid for this particular home. Perhaps 40 would be okay too, but 45 seems to be a good bid. You can even tell the customer that your estimate is somewhere between $40 and $45. And then when you actually see the property, you could let them know which exactly it will be for a weekly mowing. We recommend these prices for weekly mowing. If the customer wants it to be bi-weekly, I might charge a little bit more. Or if they do happen to have grass that does not grow very often, this could still be a good fit even for a bi-weekly property. One thing you will always want to double check is that the address that this site is calculating is the same for Google Maps as well. This does happen every once in a while, so you will always want to check it on Google Maps first to make sure you're looking at the right address on this particular website. For example, I typed in this address here, 551 East Cheyenne in Keachai, and I typed the exact same address in Google Maps. Can you notice a difference? Google Maps says it's down here at the end of this cul-de-sac right here, whereas this says, oh, it's up here, but I know the property's actually down here because Google Maps is more accurate than this particular website. So what you'll have to do is get an idea of where it's at and then look for that exact home that you see on Google Maps, even though the cursor doesn't identify it. So I see it's right here at the corner. Look at the landmarks to help you count the number of houses if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses down right here in the corner. So if I look down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses down right here in the corner, and this is the home that I would want to measure. in order to give a bid to the customer. So don't forget to double check it on Google Maps every single time when you are measuring your square footage. If you need any help, let us know.